வணக்கம் மக்களே, நம்ம நவராத்திரி சீரீஸ்ல இன்னைக்கு ஒரு இடத்துக்கு தான் வந்திருக்கோம். இவங்களை பார்த்தோன்னே நீங்க கண்டுபிடிச்சிருப்பீங்க, இது வந்து வீடு கிடையாது, ஒரு ஸ்கூல். இந்த ஸ்கூல்ல வந்து 10 வருஷத்துக்கு மேல வந்து கொலு வந்து யூனிக்கா வச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க. இந்த வீடியோவை வந்து நீங்க ஸ்கிப் பண்ணாம கண்டிப்பா பாருங்க.
வணக்கம், என் பேரு சுனக்ஷா. என்னோட ஸ்கூல் பேரு ஸ்ரீ சங்கரா குளோபல் அகாடமி. இது கீழ்கட்டளையில இருக்கு. இன்னைக்கு எங்களோட கோலுவை பத்தி இந்த சேனல் மூலியமா சொல்ல விரும்புறேன். தீம் கோலு பாக்குறதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம ட்ரெடிஷனல் கோலுவை முதல்ல பார்க்கலாம். ஆதி பராசக்தி அம்மன் தான். நீங்க எல்லாரும் இத வந்து கலசத்துலதான் செஞ்சிருப்பாங்கன்னு நினைச்சிருப்பீங்க. பட் ஆனா அதுதான் இல்ல, இது குத்து விளக்குல செஞ்சது. ஆதி பராசக்திய குத்து விளக்குலயே அழகா எங்க ஸ்கூல் டீச்சர்ஸ் வச்சிருக்காங்க. ஆதி பராசக்தி வாழ்க வாழ்கவே, அறுபடை வீருடையானே வாழ்கவே, அன்னையாதி பராசக்தி வாழ்க வாழ்கவே, அறுபடை வீருடையானே வாழ்கவே, இன்னல் தீர்க்கும் இன்ப ஜோதி ஓங்க ஓங்கவே, இன்னல் தீர்க்கும் இன்ப ஜோதி ஓங்க ஓங்கவே, ஈடு இணை இல்லா பிரம்மம் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே, ஈடு இணை இல்லா பிரம்மம் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே, ஐம்புலனை அடக்கும் ஆத்ம ஜோதி வாழ்கவே, ஐம்புலனை அடக்கும் ஆத்ம ஜோதி வாழ்கவே, ஒன்று கூடும் அடியார் சித்தமோங்கவே, ஒன்று கூடும் அடியார் சித்தமோங்கவே, ஓதுவதும் அவள் நாமமோங்க ஓங்கவே, ஓதுவதும் அவள் நாமமோங்க ஓங்கவே, கருள் செய்த பாலனன்னை வாழ்கவே, அவ்வை கருள் செய்த பாலனன்னை வாழ்கவே, ஆதி பராசக்தி ஜோதி வாழ்க வாழ்கவே, ஆதி பராசக்தி ஜோதி வாழ்க வாழ்கவே, வையகம் உள்ளளவும் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே, வையகம் உள்ளளவும் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே, வையகம் உள்ளளவும் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே.
நிறைய கொலுப்படி பார்த்திருக்கேன். பட் இவங்க கொலுப்படியவே வந்து ஒரு தீமா வச்சிருக்காங்க. ஒரு மயிலுடைய ஃபேஸ்ல இருந்து இந்த கொலுப்படி வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. எப்படி வந்து மயிலுடைய தோகை வந்து நல்லா ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆகி அவ்வளோ அழகா இருக்குமோ அதே மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு படியிலையுமே அந்த தோகைகளை வந்து வச்சிருக்காங்க. அந்த தோகை முடிகிற இடத்துல வந்து முதல் படி ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுற மாதிரி வச்சிருக்காங்க. இந்த தீம் வந்து ரொம்பவே வந்து யூனிக்கா இருக்கு. நான் எங்கேயுமே இது பார்க்கல. இந்த இது பண்ண டீச்சர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து ஸ்பெஷல் கிரெடிட்ஸே சொல்லலாம்.
இந்த வருஷத்தோட தீம் சுப்ரீம் டிவைன் ஸ்ட்ரென்த், அதாவது பரமம் திவ்ய பலம். இத பத்தி டீடைல்டா நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண போறாங்க. வாங்க இந்த வீடியோக்குள்ள போலாம். Our theme this year is about supreme divine power, and one of the most supreme divine power according to Hindu mythology is Lord Shiva. Let's see. According to Hindu mythology, we have 3 lokas: Satyaloka, Vaikundam, and then Kailayam. I am Akshashri, and I am going to be explaining about Kailayam. Kailayam is one of the loka that is visible to the human's eye. As you can see, Shiva, Parvati, and his 2 sons, Vinayaka and Muruga, are there in Kailayam. One of the most famous temple that is close to Kailayam is Kedarnath temple, and we have shown Kedarnath temple so lively here in our Golu. Here in the middle of our Golu, we have kept Artanadeshwar. You know, Artanadeshwarar is known for male and female are equal. This proves that both male, female, husband and wife are equal and they have equal power. In the Hindu mythology, we say like Shivanum Shaktiyum Ondada. As we have kept this in the middle, this side of the Golu would be Shiva, and the next side would be Mata Durga. So let's go and see Shiva first. First up, we have Suritapalli Shivan. This is the only Shivan we can see who is in a position of sleeping. This Suritapalli Shivan shows the Parkanal story where Shiva takes the venom and takes it, which is in his throat, and Mata Durga holds his throat, which looks like a blue thing in his neck. Next up, we have Kannappa Nayanar, one of the most known Nayanar of the 63 Nayanmargal of Shiva. Kannappa Nayanar was just a hunter who gave both of his eyes for the Shiva idol that he considered the most precious thing in this world. Next up, we have a story telling the importance of Rudraksham. Fun fact is that Rudraksham is actually the tears of Lord Shiva, which is shaped into a seed of which is called known as Rudraksh. Each different emotion of Shiva's tears, like Ananda Panir and other tears, have shaped into Rudraksh, which now we're considering one thing that is most close to Shiva. Navaratri consists of 9 days basically, and here we have the Navadurga. So each day is dedicated to one avatar of Mata Durga. So this shows about the Shiva Puranam, and here you can see the life cycle according to Shiva Puranam. Last but not least, we have the Panchabhuta Stalangal, starting from Agayam, which is in Natarajar Koil in Sidambaram. So now, next up, we have Neruppu, which is in Tiruvannamalai. This mountain was first a fire, and now it's a still mountain, showing that this is where Shiva was in the form of Neruppu. Next up, we have Kalahasti, which shows Katra. Then the temple which is in Thiruvannaikaval showing Neer. Last, we have the temple which is in Kanchipuram showing Nilam. Here we have depicted the 63 Nayanmargal of Shiva, and each of them with their stories here. இப்ப அக்ஷாஸ்ரீ உங்களுக்கு சூப்பரா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. இவங்க என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா, கைலாசத்தை பத்தியும் இங்க பல கோயில்கள் பத்தியும் சொன்னாங்க. சிவன் தலையில இருந்து கங்கா நீர் வர மாதிரி ஒரு லைவான செட்டப்பா இங்க பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கோம். Hi, I'm PreethiSaraVlogs, and today I'm going to explain about the Brahma Loka and a few stories about Lord Brahma. Did you know that Lord Brahma has one main temple in this world, and it's found in Pushkar near the Rajasthan region? There's actually 2 reasons that are mentioned in the Purana. It's quite unsure which one is the real reason. The first story is, long ago there was a demon who was tormenting the people of earth. He tortured the humans, the children of Brahma. So Brahma was very angered and enraged. He threw a lotus flower at the demon and killed the demon. 3 petals of the lotus flower fell, and wherever they fell, a lake was created. One of the lakes was Pushkar, and around Pushkar a temple was made. After the demon was conquered and vanquished, Lord Brahma decided to hold a yajna. This yajna was to ensure that earth would be safe, and after the demon was vanquished, Lord Brahma decided to perform a yajna to protect the earth from all demons and bad things. To do this yajna, he decided that no interruption should be made. So he created 4 large mountains, Ratnagiri, Nilagiri, Suryagiri and Sunsura, and placed devas upon all 4 of these mountains to guard the yajna. During the middle of the yajna, where the role of the wife, Lady Saraswati, was required to be present to help Lord Brahma, she was not present because she went to call her other friends. Brahma was really impatient during this time, and he wanted to finish the yajna off. So he married Lady Gayatri, who was present there, and concluded the yajna. When Devi Saraswati came back from inviting her friends, she saw that this yajna was completed and Lord Brahma had married Devi Gayatri. Because of this, she got mad and enraged and cursed Lord Brahma that he can only have one temple in existing world. But then there's also another reason that we don't know if it's true. It's everyone knows this story mainly. One day, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma got into an argument. During this argument, they were fighting about who is greater, who is stronger than both of them. They decided to take this argument to Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva turned into this great pillar of fire that we can see here, and he told Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu, who can reach my bottom, who can reach the top first is the greater one. Lord Vishnu transformed into the Varaha Avataram and started digging into the to find the end, whereas Lord Brahma turned into a majestic swan and started flying upwards. Lord Vishnu at one point realized that there was no end to this pillar of fire and reported back to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva told them that he was right. Whereas when Lord Brahma was flying upwards, he met a ketaki flower. He forced the ketaki flower to lie and say that to Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma had witnessed the top. So when the flower and Lord Brahma came back to Lord Shiva and told them the lie, Lord Shiva already knew that Lord Brahma was lying and cursed Lord Brahma that he could only be worshipped in one temple, that's Pushka temple. This is also the reason why a ketaki flower is never used for worshipping in any of the temples. Here you can see the Satya Loka. This is the Loka where Lord Brahma, many devas, divine beings and saints reside. These are the lokas that Lord Brahma made. There are 5 upper lokas and 7 lower lokas. Here you can see the representation of the Gayatri Mantra. There's a stanza for each of these gods and they have been aligned. Practice probably over thousands of years, and it brings a lot of good things to us if we practice and say the Gayatri Mantram every single day.
I'm Sarvesh. I study in 9th grade at Sri Sankara Global Academy, Keelkatalai, and I'm going to explain the Golu that was set up by our teachers. So here you can see the entrance to Vaikundam, the residing place of Lord Vishnu. All 10 of his avatars are displayed here in order of the yuga they existed in. The first 4 avatars, Matsya Avatara, Kurma Avatara, Varaha Avatara and Narasimha Avatara existed in the Satya Yuga or Golden Age. We have the 3 avatars that existed in the Treta Yuga, the Vamana Avatara, Parashurama Avatara and Rama Avatara. Next we have the Dwapara Yuga where Mahabharata occurred. Here we have Krishna Avatara and Balarama Avatara. The last Yuga is the Yuga we reside in. That's the Kali Yuga. Here we can see Lord Kalki. Here is one story from every yuga. We will start from the oldest yuga, the Satya Yuga or Golden Age. Here we can see the Badrinath temple, which was formed when Lord Vishnu meditated under a Badri tree for so many years and became Lord Badrinath. In this temple, there is a miracle that occurs. Even though the temple is cool all year around, there is a hot spring that always flows in the temple. Next is the story from the Treta Yuga. In this story, Vibhishana, the brother of Lord Ravana, came to Lord Rama's palace asking him to stay in Lanka and give his blessings to the citizens there. Lord Rama said that he has had his own kingdom to guard, so he gave the statue of Lord Sri Ranganatha Perumal to Vibhishanan and asked him to take it to Lanka. He said that if the statue resides in Lanka, it means that he resides in Lanka as well. Vibhishana took the statue and on his way there, he wanted to take a bath. So he gave the idol to a small boy and asked him to hold it for him. If he kept the statue down, it would forever be in that place. So he asked him not to keep it down. But little did he know that the young boy was actually Lord Pillayar in disguise. And he kept the statue down. So it never left that place, and that place is now called as Sri Rangam. Next we have a story from the Dwapara Yuga where the Mahabharata occurred. Here Lord Bhishma was in his deathbed after Arjuna unleashed 100 arrows on him. When he lay in his deathbed, he had a wish when he could die anytime he wanted. So he heard Lord Vishnu say the entire Vishnu Sahasranama. After he finished saying it, everybody realized that they didn't record the Vishnu Sahasranama. So they prayed to Lord Shiva for them to again get the Vishnu Sahasranama, and Lord Shiva said, Sahadevan has the best memory out of all five of you. In his Patika Mala, all the Vishnu Sahasranama mantras are there. So he recollected it, and now Mahabharata, the Vishnu Sahasranama was recorded. This is the story of Bibi Nasir, the daughter of a Muslim king. When a Muslim king was going on his raids and conquests, he took all the idols from a temple. That temple was the temple of Lord Selvapillai Narayanar. And when he took the idols, Ramanujar, a avid bhaktar of Lord Vishnu, came to the king's court to get the idols back. He said, "You can search for it in any part of the palace. If you find it, then you can take it back." So he searched in the whole palace and he couldn't find it. So at the last, he called out for Perumal. And the idol came and sat on his lap. After this, he went home with the statue. But the kingdom was not good after the statue left the kingdom, because the daughter of the king, Bibi Nasir, really liked the idol and used it as a toy to play. She was really fond of Lord Vishnu in that idol form, and she went to the temple to see him again. When she went there, she became a lotus and sat on the Lord's feet. This story shows that if you have true devotion, you can attain God.
எப்படி நம்ம ஒரு வீட்டுக்கு கொலு ஃபங்க்ஷன் அட்டன் பண்ணுவோமோ அங்கே வந்து ஒரு சந்தனம், குங்குமம், தாம்பூலம் கொடுப்பாங்க. அதே மாதிரி இந்த ஸ்கூல்லையும் யார் வந்து இந்த கொலுவை விசிட் பண்ணிட்டு போனாலும் சரி, அவங்களுக்கு சந்தனம், குங்குமம் மற்றும் தாம்பூலம் வந்து கொடுத்து அனுப்புகிறாங்க. எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாகவே இருந்தது இந்த ஸ்கூல் விசிட் பண்ணி பார்த்ததில். நீங்களும் லைக் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா இந்த வீடியோவை லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், மறக்காமல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிடுங்க.